Greetings. So, the first video was about why the market does what it does, why years are hot, why years are cold. And the second video was about master's techniques on how to save money like a god to a point where you easily have the money within a year or less, or maybe you might want to save more. And in this video, we're going to go over why you might want to wait to buy a truck versus a so-called hot market when you might want to jump in. This is OTR Ogre and Corgi. Like, link, and subscribe. Let's get into it. It's actually, just like any market, you have to ask yourself, is it worth getting into the market? Because when the market's hot, it's much like in the gold rush, the guys that got rich were the guys selling the shovels. So let's say some guy had some equipment and they're doing fine and they were sitting on their equipment for a while. The market gets all hot. They're going to put that equipment out there. And maybe they're going to use it, maybe they're going to sell it. Maybe they're getting out of business, so they're selling it. But because the market's hot, they're going to sell that for a premium cost. Now, why would you want to buy it when the cost is really high? Where you're like, well, if I don't buy it now, I can't access this market. I would ask, is it worth accessing the market? I mean, if the market good enough, so are you going to be able to make 3 times what you're making, as your own, owning your own company? And the answer is maybe, probably yes, but is it going to be worth it? Now, maybe you can make enough in the first year to pay it all off. To where buying that newer truck, that $80,000 truck or brand new truck, you can make enough in a year. So say you and your brother or you and your wife are both doing team and you're just making money like gods. So in that case, yes, maybe that is good for you. But I would argue to some degree the market forces that actually really address when you should buy a truck is, okay, when things are doing really good, trucking's lacking drivers because, once again, when people can get a better job somewhere else, they leave OTR. So that's basic fundamentals. But then, when things are going really bad, then everybody's flooding in, which means the market crashes. And that is exactly when you're going to want to buy a truck. When there's tons of guys entering the industry, there's tons of new freight, there's less freight, and there's more people getting into it because it's their last ditch effort. So with the more people that get in it, the less that truck's going to be worth. Sure, the truck's going to go up in value because of inflation, the cost of purchasing it. But how much the market is willing to pay is based on what people perceive they can make. And if the market tanks because there's too many guys into it, that is when a wise person using master savings techniques, that is when you're going to want to purchase a truck or multiple trucks. I mean, hell, HT even addressed this. Like, the people that save their money walk into that dealership with a briefcase just full of money and be like, I want that one, and that one. Don't you want to? No, it's right here in the box. Let's get these contracts. It really is like that. So the best way, in my opinion, and it's not just trucking, but when things are going really well, you want to work and save as much as you can. So if you've already got a truck, work, take care of that truck, and then, stack that cash. Because, the season of plenty isn't going to last forever. But then when things are going bad, when people are losing their shirts, that's when you can buy a lot of high quality clothing really cheap. So you go out there and get that truck on the cheap, and then you've got that asset. It might not be another year or two before the market goes the other direction, and you might want to keep it, you might want to use it. Either way, you got it. Instead of paying $80K like they're trying to get right now, that truck might only be worth $30 in realistic numbers. So, like I personally, if it was me, I'd say hold back, get a really good job, work, save, wait. And here's the other thing. You have to address the motivation of why you're even out here. Are you doing this as a lifestyle career for years? And you'd just want to have your truck so you have more free time and you're making a better coin? Or are you doing this just for a while? And simply put, if you're just doing this for a while, just work a company job, stack that cash through master savings techniques, and go pay cash for some property somewhere where there's a low tax rate, so you can retire younger. But I don't know. That's just my thoughts. Y'all take it easy. OTR Ogre out. Like, link, and subscribe.